Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to my holiday home refresh. So I put a list together of things that I feel like before you start hosting and having people over, even if you're not going to be having people over, it's just a good reminder. This is kind of time to replace some of these items. Maybe it's all of them, maybe it's one of them, but we are going to be talking about that in today's video. But if you're new here, go ahead and click that red subscribe button, and now we're going to jump straight into today's video. So the first item you might want to check or look at is your silverware. So sometimes our silverware can just get not dirty over time, but just not look as nice, especially if you're like me. I've had gold silverware, I've had black silverware. I like everything but actual silverware. And I feel like the actual silver does hold up better than the matte black or the gold. So you might just check yours out. Maybe you just need to shine it up. And also keep in mind when you're checking it, count it and make sure you're gonna have enough if you're hosting. Now you've gotten silverware taken care of, but I think one area that a lot of people forget are like steak knives. So if you're gonna have any type of food where everybody needs a steak knife, I like never have enough and I always forget to order more. So that leads me into this part of the video, and I do want to thank Home Depot for sponsoring today's video. I think when we think Home Depot, we think like wood and tools and all this like really DIY stuff. But if you'll click on the link down below, I have it down there, their website has so many good products. So a lot of products for your home. So I went in there and ordered this knife set just so I would have enough. And I feel like your best bet is to get like a knife set. That way you get a ton of knives, a ton of different styles. I feel like you get the most bang for your buck. Now, if you already have one and you're just needing extra, you don't have to keep it like in the wood like block piece. You can put them in a drawer. You can always put them in like a container and like the bottom of a cabinet and just pull them out for the holidays. Like if you only need it for the holidays, put it back there so you have it. But it's so nice to have that way when you're cooking and people are like cutting turkey or whatever you're fixing, everybody has a steak knife or whatever they need for their food. If you like this set, I will definitely link it down below in my description box. But keep in mind, they have lots of different styles and lots of different things to choose from. So if you just want the knives alone, I noticed they had some of that. But like I mentioned earlier, I just wanted a variety of knives. It's just so nice to have them. I feel like when we host, it's just a ton of cooks in the kitchen and everybody's helping out. So it's just nice to have multiple things. But before I go ahead and put these out, I am going to just clean them real quickly in the sink since they've been in the box. So we're going to get that done and then we'll be moving on. A good thing just to keep in mind is to trust Home Depot with all your like home and decorating, interior design needs. I think that is a place that it doesn't come first to mind, that you can be like decorating and get home things from there. It's kind of more like tools and wood and stuff like that, paint, but they actually have amazing products and amazing prices on their website. So definitely check them out, especially if you're kind of like working on your home right now for the holidays. I know we tend to decorate and improve things because there's going to be people in our house, and they always have like great fulfillment options, and they do have easy returns, so do keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and put the knives away into this wood block itself, but you can just store them anywhere else. Like if you don't want them out on your counter because you already have some and these are just extra for when people come over, put them in a bin, put them underneath the counter. When I'm done using this, I'll probably put this whole thing just underneath the counter. Now do keep in mind it's knives, so if you have kids around, be careful. Obviously my house, there's no little ones anymore, so I can do that. But I do like to leave these wood blocks out with knives just so when company's over, they can just grab what they need. So So to go along with that same theme, I'm still thinking within the kitchen, because I feel like when you're hosting, most of the time, that's where everybody's going to be. And the one thing I always forget to replace is like my oven mitts. I don't even bake and cook that much, and mine can get so dirty. So go look at your oven mitts, check them out. You may be able to wash them, but chances are typically they don't. It's just like burnt on stains, and there's something that's so affordable to replace, but I think it's just an area we forget to do. So during the holiday times, I feel like it's the best time to do it. If you ever want them fresh and clean, it's when your company's coming over and they're gonna be setting out, they're gonna be using them, helping you in the kitchen. So that's another item. If you haven't done that lately, definitely check yours out. And if not, go check out Home Depot's. They've got a ton on there, and that will get you covered before your company comes over. I've actually had way dirtier oven mitts, but I threw them away a few weeks ago. These were actually my good ones, but as I was looking at them, it still had like dried on food. They were burnt. Some of the spots were bleached out from me cleaning it. So it was definitely time just to toss them and get some fresh ones for the holidays. So when everyone's over, I have nice, clean ones to put out. The next item you might want to think about are dishes. Are you going to have enough dishes to serve everybody that's coming over? It's so easy to forget about that because you have plenty of dishes when it's just your family or your kids just have friends over, but start running those numbers and always have a few extra, because sometimes that last minute guest comes in, like someone gets to invite somebody that didn't have a place to go, and you always want them to feel welcome. So I feel like no matter what you're doing for the holidays, if you're doing a special like place setting or like name tags on the dishes, whatever you're doing, always buy a few extra. So if you have a few extra guests coming over, they don't feel left out, they feel welcomed and like they were thought of, and that way you just have a backup. So that's definitely what I did. I ordered all new plates. I finally just needed a fresh set, and I also needed more. So I ordered 2 sets of this. I got them out. They are stunning. They are beautiful. We have all different size bowls now. So this isn't something I really think about to do in the summer, but as soon as those holidays start rolling around, I'm like, okay, how many people are coming? Am I gonna have enough plates? Am I gonna have enough knives? I don't know if you guys do it, but I've been to Thanksgivings before where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough. What am I gonna do? And you can always figure it out. Sometimes I put kids with paper plates or something, but it's just really nice for the holidays that everybody has like a nice plate to eat off of. So as I was searching their website, I found so many great deals on dishes, but these were definitely my favorite, and I got so many pieces for the price, and I feel like they just go with my like organic modern style just a little bit better. And I've always just wanted like a ton of dishes. I want to know if just like a ton of people come over, I don't have to worry about not having enough plates. And so that's kind of what I went with this time. I just thought I'm just gonna get a whole bunch, and then if I need to like feed a whole army, I can. And I just love how it looks in my cabinet, so you'll have to let me know what you guys think. But as I was searching their site, I was super amazed by the array of like big name brands they have. So that's just another thing to look at. Like they have really good brands at really good prices, and it's just a place we don't think about. So definitely just put that in the back of your head. When you're finished watching today's video, go check it out, because I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised. The next item is in the kitchen as well. I will talk about a few home products, but I feel like most of our kitchens need the refresh when we're going to be hosting. So the next thing you may forget about is like serving bowls. So when you're just cooking for your family, you normally just like scoop it out of the pot or the pan, no big deal. But if you're doing like a Thanksgiving dinner and you're going to have a nice spread and you're putting it like across the island or on your kitchen table, you're going to need a lot of bowls and platters. And I feel like no matter how many I buy, I never have enough. So this year I went ahead and added to that. I will say when guests come, they typically have their own, but if you're adding any additional sides or they don't have something, or if you want it all to match, whatever the case, just make sure you have enough for whatever you're gonna be fixing. Okay, we'll go back to a few more kitchen items here in a second, but say you're having house guests that are gonna be staying with you. They're flying in, they're gonna be staying at your home. Another thing to keep in mind are guest bath towels. I currently replaced mine as well. I found an amazing set on Home Depot. Once again, I'm gonna have their link down below, but I'm just super happy with the quality. They're beautiful. I'm really weird with guest towels. Like, I never want them to be like our towels or Savannah's towels. I always want them to feel like they're fresh and clean. And I had just went and checked our guest towels and I'm like, you know what? They are pretty small. And so it was just really nice to go ahead and update those. And then when our family and friends come in town, they know they have nice, new, clean towels. So this is not something you have to do every single year, but if you don't have guest towels or you haven't updated them in a while, you might just like open them up, check them, and see if it's time to go ahead and refresh those as well. What I was most surprised about when I was shopping on their website is they had a wide variety. So when I was looking at towels, they had super nice high-end towels, and they also had like more budget-friendly towels as well, so if you want more bang for your buck. And then they kind of had everything in between, so you can kind of choose like, what am I looking for? Am I just needing towels for the guest bathroom? So I don't care if they're like super, super nice because it's not like I'll be washing them every week. Or maybe you're buying for yourself and you're wanting to get some really nice ones so you don't have to replace them as often and they're just super soft. I feel like no matter what you're searching for, they had it all available at really good prices. So just remember to shop Home Depot for the holidays, and I think you're gonna be super impressed. There are many, many more products you can check out on Home Depot's website. So don't forget, I'm gonna have that link down below. They have some amazing stuff. This is a perfect time to be shopping it. You can have it delivered, you can do store pickup, you can do curbside. It's all just so nice and friendly now. So definitely check them out. And I do wanna thank Home Depot again for sponsoring today's video. One more item that I want to talk about before we move back onto a few kitchen items is your shower curtain liner. So your shower curtain can probably be okay. It can probably be washed. It may not even be that dirty, but the liner that's inside that gets wet can get so dirty. I feel like it gets that like pink mildew on it, and it's just not good. You never want your guests coming into that, and they're just something that's really simple and affordable to replace, and then your bathroom will feel cleaner. So while you're in there, go ahead and give that bathroom a scrub. Go ahead and make sure you have enough like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash and soap, but check that liner because I feel like that's probably the dirtiest thing within the shower. Going back into the kitchen. So we've kind of touched on like having enough knives, having enough silverware, having enough plates. Make sure you're going to have enough drinking glasses. So some houses, this may not be a big deal if you're just going to drink out of the can, but if you're actually going to be using any type of glass, once again, count those, make sure you have enough, make sure you have a few extra, even if they don't all match and they're different styles. I just want you to keep that in mind. I feel like that's something that can be easily overlooked, and then company shows up and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough. You can keep like, you know, disposable ones on hand for the kids or whatever, but I do think sometimes that's overlooked. So make sure you have some. We went ahead and placed an order and got more because ours just needed to be refreshed. So definitely keep that in mind before all those guests come over for Thanksgiving or for any of the holidays. mention the oven mitts earlier. I feel like they get so dirty and you don't realize how dirty they are until your guest is asking to use one or you're setting them out when you're cooking. The next item that's like that is spatulas. So make sure you have enough spatulas to go in all the dishes. I feel like sometimes I haven't had enough, and so I've always placed an order, so I try to have those on hand, because if people are bringing food, sometimes they have it in the correct container so you don't need extra platters or bowls, but they forget like some type of serving spoon with it, whatever needed. So definitely make sure you keep some of those on hand and make sure they're clean. I feel like I've done it a few times and I'm like, I swear it's clean. It's been through the dishwasher. I've hand washed it. They just get old over time. So this is basically just a good time to walk through your kitchen and really look at your pieces. Look at your spatulas, look at your plates. Are they all scratched up? Look at your bowls. Look at anything a guest is going to be using. Just think about everything that's going to be on the table. Even if you go ahead and set your table early so you can kind of see, like, do I have enough place settings? Does everything look clean? Do I need to reorder something? It really is a good idea to go ahead and like fake the dinner, get everything set up. That way you kind of know what you're doing when that day comes. You're going to be busy cooking and you can just have like a photo for reference. You can see everything, you know you have everything you need, and then you don't have to stress out that day.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
So that is my list for you guys. It's my top things to just refresh for the holiday time. You guys may have some ideas that I didn't think about. I'm sure there's hundreds more. I'm just trying to give you the top ones. But if I missed a major one that you guys always try to do, definitely leave it down below in the comments section. We have a really great community here. If you're going to be hosting this year, go ahead and read through those comments just to make sure you're prepared and ready to go, because sometimes you guys think of things like I meant to say, or I should have said, or it didn't even cross my mind. And so I love that we can all just like help each other here, so we're all prepared for any guest or anybody that comes into our homes. So with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below in the comments section which ones you're going to check out in your home, or which areas you need to refresh, or if you didn't have to do any of them at all and you're just on the ball. So that would be super nice. And I do want to thank Home Depot again for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to have their link and all their information down below in my description box, so definitely check that out because they do have some amazing products on there. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I live, the dream I knew, this Christmas